Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to fetch data by using ID in PostgreSQL with the help of Node.js. So let's get started. So I have already written the code for connection as well as creating a database and a table in PostgreSQL. So if you want to watch how I did this, you can just click on the card that is appearing on top. I'll be showing only how to fetch data by using the ID in this video. So if that is fine, let's get started. So before that, let me just explain you the code. I'm just having two libraries, one is PG and Express. So this is going to be the connection variable. We are passing these many parameters, and here we are making the connection with the help of the connect variable. This is the post operation, the get operation that I've already done, and after that I'm just listening to this particular port number and the server is running. So now let's begin with the fetch by ID. So let me just go here. It's going to be app.get, because we are going to fetch data, all right, and inside that we will be having a path. Let me go with slash fetch by ID like this, and I'll be passing the ID in the URL itself. So I'll just put a slash over here, colon ID. Okay, next is going to be the request and the response, and again a callback function. This is fine, and next we need to access this ID from the URL. So for that, let's have a variable. It's going to be const ID equal to request dot params dot ID. So this variable needs to match with this one. Okay, you can have this as anything. And next we need to construct our query. So it's going to be a simple SQL query. So let me just have const fetch query equal to select asterisk from your table name. So my table name is demo table in my PostgreSQL. So just copy this demo table, and we'll be using the var clause. It's going to be var ID equal to $1. Okay, so this variable, okay, this variable or name over here should be your column name. So for example, in my case, I'm having two columns. One is name and ID. So that's the reason why I am using here ID. So in case if you have some register number or something else in your column, you need to put that over here. Okay, so this needs to be your column name. Now we are good with the query, and final thing is we need to run this query with the help of our connection variable. So this is my connection variable. I'll just put it over here, connection variable dot query, and inside this we need to pass a few parameters. First one is going to be our query variable, which is fetch query, comma, and within square bracket we need to pass this ID that we are getting from our URL. So we need to pass that within square brackets, super important thing, and that ID will be picked up as this $1. And next is going to be another callback function, which is going to have error as well as the result, and this result will contain the data that is going to get fetched, and arrow function, and inside this we will have a simple if condition. If there is any errors, we will be catching that error, and we will just put response dot send error, or we'll be having a else condition. In case there isn't any errors, we will just send response dot send the result. So this result will have the data, and that data will be present under rows inside result. So you need to have something like this, response dot send result dot rows. So this is basically it. The rest are the template code. You can just pause the video and type it out also. Yeah, so now we are fine. Let me save it, and for running it, it's going to be node your file name .js. That's it. Now we are good, and I'll go to the Postman. It's going to be get. Make sure that you're changing to get, and it's going to be http / localhost your port number that you have specified over here. Simple stuff there, and the path is going to be fetch by ID. So just copy this, and you can literally paste it over here, and you don't need to like pass the ID like that. We will be giving a number over here. Okay, so let me just go with a random ID as 100, and I will just send it, and I'm getting a empty list. And the reason why I'm getting this is because in my table I have only two IDs. One is 200 and I don't know this number. So these are the only two IDs that I have. 100 is not present. So in case if you're checking for an ID that is not at all present, you can just have a if condition saying if response dot rows is a empty list, that means that that particular ID is not present in your table. So in case I will go with the ID, say 200. So just put here as 200, and here you can see I am getting name as well as the ID. So name is John, ID is 200. So this is working perfectly fine. And if you want to directly access this JSON without the list, what you can do is you can just have rows of index 0. So I will just rerun, and now you can see we'll be getting only the JSON, which is the 0th element in the list. So if I run it, here you can see I'm not having that list or the square brackets, directly the JSON. So that's the video, guys. I hope you have found it useful. Do check the playlist of my channel. Done a lot of CRUD operations by using Spring Boot, Node JS in MySQL, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, as well as OpenAI, Gemini AI tutorials and other AI videos also. Check the playlist, subscribe me. Thanks for watching.